not a single convict here wanted to go there. They already started to learn about its layout. I wasn't lying when I said they hated solitary confinement, and Port Arthur meant solitary for everyone. So as they start to be transported, escapes and chaos returned to this island and everything was undone. Now the final chapter, in 1833 there were just 10 convicts left on this island, 4 soldiers and David Hoy. It was their job to finish the last ship ever launched from here, which was a brig called the Frederick. Now, these 10 convicts, they're a crafty bunch and great sailors, good boat builders. They wanted to make special effort with this ship. They wanted to make it with a strong sturdy hull. They wanted to make it an excellent example of a brig. Not to impress people in Hobart that they were supposed to give it to, but to impress the people somewhere else that they were going to escape to freedom with. All right, so you would have done the same. It was their last chance, and they achieved just that. These last 10 convicts commandeered the last ship launched from Sarah Island, politely ejected the authorities at Macquarie Heads, went through Hell's Gates, kept going for 10,000 nautical miles, didn't stop until they reached South America and landed in Chile, where they were welcomed as free men. One of the best escapes I ever heard of, right? To the other side of the earth. Until a year later, there was the British patrol over there. I know, they were everywhere at the time. Discovered their whereabouts, rounded them up, brought them back to Hobart, put them to trial for piracy, the punishment for which would have been death by hanging. Now, I didn't say it ended there, though, all right? They may or may not have escaped with their lives. It is an incredible true story. They had a little bit of help, and they were a crafty bunch. It takes many twists and turns, this story, and it is all quite true, like I say, and I will tell you it. But you just have to buy tickets to our play in Strahan. Yeah. And that's the ship that never was, all right? That's our play in Strahan about the last escape from this island and the events that followed. All right, it is in Strahan tonight at 5:30 at the amphitheatre, 30 seconds away from the boats. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. We do take it up a notch for that performance. I would recommend getting tickets beforehand if you can, because it's sold out a few times last week. You can get tickets by calling a number from the boat or going to the visitor centre across the road straight from the boats. If you don't get to go to the play, then we've got some comics on board for a few dollars. Nice little comics. The Ship That Never Was comic and the Sarah Island comic. They'll tell you the whole story, so you won't miss out. All right, otherwise, we better escape ourselves. Thanks very much for listening to me today, and have a nice trip. Thank you. Thank you.
You get together, get the stock, you make the change.